Hey, how you doing? I hope you've been enjoying some of the videos that I've been putting together for Jedi Jiu-Jitsu for our home training. The home training that we're having to do right now kind of sucks. Miss Jiu-Jitsu, miss the gym, miss all my friends, miss all my students, miss teaching really bad. So this is at least giving me a little bit of an opportunity to get a little bit of teaching in. This last weekend we filmed a couple of things, and unfortunately we did a warm-up and our Jedi warm-up and stretching routine that we normally do, and unfortunately it just didn't work out. So getting to learn how the GoPro works and some of the stuff that we're doing, so getting a chance to do it again, and I thought I might just go ahead and do it from here in my own little palatial estate here in West Tulsa, Oklahoma. Just show you kind of some of the warm-ups that we do at Jedi Jiu-Jitsu. It's a great little routine that you can do on your own. As you do this, do it at your pace and however long it takes you to do each one of the stretches, each one of the exercises and all that stuff. You know, increase as you go. I'll show you a couple of different things. If you're anything like me, you really need this right now. I need it bad because the last few weeks with this whole quarantine thing, I have gained a ridiculous amount of weight and lost some muscle, and I can attribute that to 3 different things. Number 1, lack of activity in jiu-jitsu. Number 2, beer. And number 3, Reese's peanut butter eggs. It's that time of year and those things are scrumptious and delicious. So time to get in shape, time to give up the peanut butter eggs, lower the amount of beer and get some activity back in. And this is a great place to start with our fun little warm-up. This is a good one that's designed to keep you on the mats, get you loose, get you healthy, and keep all your joints and everything working well. So I hope you enjoy. All right, hey, how are you guys doing? Hope everybody's doing well. As I was mentioning, I tried to do some of these videos, warm-up videos in the studio a few days ago. Unfortunately, editing issues happened and we weren't able to get the full Jedi Jiu-Jitsu warm-up. So I thought I might go over a little bit tonight with you guys and kind of show you what all we do, doing it from here in the house. If you're anything like me, man, the last 2 weeks have killed you. So let's get back to work and let's get loosened up and let's work our body a little bit. All right, we're gonna start out just like moving around a little bit. Jumping, hopping, getting the blood flowing. Deep breaths, deep breaths. Inhale, open up your lungs, open up your diaphragm, open up your rib cage. Good stuff. All right, we're gonna take our foot, our right foot, and we're gonna rotate our ankle a little bit. Start at the bottom, loosen up our ankle. We're gonna go the other direction, roll our toes over. Always do the even sides and do both sides at the same amount, about the same amount of times. I usually go about 5 times, 5 rotations, and then switch. When I'm doing it more on my own, I'll obviously do longer, and you'll want to do longer as well when you do it on your own. The class side, we only got so much time. All right, hands on our knees. We're gonna rotate our knees just like that. We're gonna go back the other way about 5 times, and then the outside. All right, this is one of my favorites right here. All right, what you're gonna do, hands are gonna go to the knees. You're gonna squat down, not quite a full 90, but you're gonna get down a little low. You're gonna take a deep breath, inhale up, and then exhale, belly down to your legs. Inhale up, exhale down. Inhale up, and exhale down. Legs warm. And it's also aligning your back and your spine and opening up your rib cage and your diaphragm. Now from here, you're gonna wanna move your feet a little bit closer together, and you wanna squat and get as low as you can get. In class, I generally like to sing, get low, from the windows to the walls. I sing that and it's funnier and funnier every time, but at some point in time, some kid is gonna sing that and it's gonna come back and bite me. All right, one little trick that you'll like right here. This will help you get all the way up to where you're touching your toes. You're gonna start with your hands on the mat, and you're gonna keep everything right there. You're gonna slowly straighten your legs, just like so. You're gonna get your legs straight down as you can, let your body hang. So you're already there touching your toes. Give you an extra stretch. You can reach down and grab your ankles, just like so. And when you get ready, we're gonna roll up 1 vertebrae at a time. Slowly, slowly. Don't want to move too fast and injure that spine. Arms are gonna go out, just like that. We're gonna reach and stretch and kind of alternate sides. And your hands are gonna turn, you're gonna reach back, lean back, kind of like in a reverse cobra. Just like that. Oh, that's a good one. All right. Next up, we're going to start working on our shoulders. Now, we want to work on our shoulders just a little bit. I'm going to adjust this camera just a hair. I'm doing this with my handy dandy tripod. So that's why if the camera work sucks, that's why. Because it's all me and my tripod. All right. So now we're going to start loosening up our shoulders. So we're going to do some huggers. So lean by, go ahead, keep moving, going side to side on this. Keeping the lower body engaged a little bit as well. Just like that. And I alternate sides. So that way, right over, left over, right over, left over. And that really loosens up, kind of lower your shoulders a little bit. Arms straight out, fingertips up. And make little circles forward, little circles. Now, I learned from P90X that you want to point your fingertips up instead of just keeping your hands out like that. Because when you point your fingertips up, it engages more muscles in your arms and your shoulders. Just like that. All right, then we're going to do some little circles backwards, just how you say backwards in Oklahoma. Tiger King, man. If you haven't watched it yet, don't waste your time. All right, big circles, loosening up those shoulders and arms. And forward. All right, and then some more hugs. Loosen up the chest, upper back, lats, all that good stuff. All right, then to get our neck, this is a good one you can use. You take one hand, you're gonna bring it across and grab your wrist. Once you got it there, you're gonna pull your wrist just like that. And on the opposite side, you're gonna drop your ear to your shoulder. That's getting more than just a stretch in your neck. It's also getting your delts and your upper shoulders. All right, we'll get ready to switch. We're gonna switch sides, just like that. And then we switch again. And we switch one more time. And then we roll our shoulders, loosening that all up. Yeah, there you go. Remember, at home when you do this on your own, you can do it at your pace and do it for as long as you want. Good stretch is going to last anywhere from 10 to 45 seconds. So make sure you're getting that on each side. All right, let's start getting our legs a little bit warm. So what we're going to do here, I'm going to move my mat over just a hair for you guys. And what we're going to start out is just getting our legs out wide. I hadn't thought about this, but when I just went and looked at the camera a second ago, go down to the center, I didn't really consider this, but I'm doing this at sunset. And so you'll see the sun gradually going down as I'm sitting here doing this. So go down to the center. If you need a little extra something, you can cross your arms. I like to stretch a little dynamically and kind of move a little bit with each stretch and try to push a little bit further. And walk over to your right leg, my left leg. Also known as mirror image. And then we go to the other side, just like so. And back to the center. Once again. All right, for the next stretch, this is really good for your hamstrings. Get your hamstrings all good and loose. Hands at 1 foot in, just slightly on the outside of your shoulder, and you're gonna squat down to that leg, turning your foot, heel to the ground, toes pointed straight up. This is a great one for your hamstring. Your hamstring stabilizes your knee, and the more supple your hamstring is, and the stronger that it is, and the looser that it is, the less knee injuries you're gonna have to deal with in jiu-jitsu and in other sports. If you need a little extra stretch on this, you can always reach out and grab your toes, just like that. All right, and then we're gonna switch sides, just like that. All right, so get the other leg. Once again, if you want something a little extra, reach out and grab your foot and pull, just like so. And switch. Heard my knees cracking there. You're gonna hear me cracking and popping all over the place, because I haven't been working out. Switch. All right, and from there, we're gonna go down to our knees, and we're gonna set in Seiza, and we're gonna get ready for the next section. All right, so I've adjusted my mat slightly here, and we're gonna start out down here, setting in Seiza. All right, when we did our lower body, we started with our ankles and worked our way up. So now we're starting on our upper body. We've done our shoulders a little bit, but we're gonna get the back now really good, and the lats is really good. But since we want to start from the bottom up, we're gonna start at our wrists. So we're gonna take our wrists, we're gonna go palm up, just like that. I'm gonna turn my fingers down right underneath my knees. I lean forward, just like that, and then I lean back. You should get a good stretch in your forearms, up in your biceps, right in there, just like that. All right, then we turn our wrists over, loosen them up, get the other both sides, just like that. Now, we're going to get our largest muscle group in our legs before we move on to our upper body. All right, from here, to get our quads, we're just gonna lean straight back, all right? Some people can go all the way back. I can do that, but I can only do it once, and then there's lots of screaming and all that stuff. It's no fun. If you're down here and you can't go all the way back, you want a little extra something, you can always drive your hips in, just like that. That will give you a little bit extra of a stretch. Really good for the quadriceps femoris. All right, on the next section, we are going to go into my favorite part, and some good stretches right here, just like this. This is my favorite stretch in the whole wide world. And it's called child's pose in a lot of yoga forms. I do a lot of DDP yoga or DDPY. They call it safety zone. I don't care what you call it, I just love it. So basically you're just gonna walk yourself out, sit down as low as you can, and reach out as far as you can. And just rest and relax your back. All right, let's get a little extra. We're gonna put a forearm in, left hand out, we're gonna pull back, get a good stretch down our side. You should be pulling with your butt, keeping your hand there. You should feel a good stretch in your ribs, your lat, all the way down your arm. If you do one side, you need to do the other. So we switch, just like that. Oh, that's really good. We bring that hand in, shoot our shoulder through, kind of lean down on that, work that shoulder out just a little bit more. And then we switch, and go to that shoulder, and then we go back to our child's pose or our safety zone, whatever you want to call it. Just like that. All right. So we're down here in the child's pose / safety zone, whatever you want to call it. Next step we're going to do is we're going to roll up into, I call it sub dog. You call it up dog, cobra, whatever you want. But usually when I say sup dog, one of my students goes, "Hey, what's sup dog?" And I say, "Not much. What's up with you?" And it's really funny and we all laugh. So get a good stretch in this. If you'll come up on your toes and have your hands and toes being the only thing on the mat, that's going to be really good for you. And we're going to push back into down dog, and we're going to walk the dog. We're going to go back a little bit, but we're going to push our heels towards the mat, alternating sides. Make sure you get the even amount. All right, from there, we're going to start working our hips really, really good. So we're going to take one leg up into a three-legged dog, bring it through, and straight down, just like I want to lay back on the other leg so that I'm straight back, just like so. I lay down on this leg just like so, and it's gonna give you a good stretch right here in your hip. To increase it a little bit more, you're gonna drop to the side, move your foot over, you're gonna walk your belly towards your ankle. This will give you a really, really good stretch down in the hip and the side. And if you have sciatic nerve issues, this one's really good for sciatic nerve. Work that IT band. Sciatic nerve all the way down. Really, really good for you. All right. And for you guys that like to play the rubber guard game, it's a good one to help you get loosened up for your rubber guard. All right. Other leg now, we lay flat down on it. This leg down straight. Lay flat down there just like so. Adjust if you have to. Your back leg, you can walk it across to get a little bit extra stretch if you need to. And then to get that sciatic nerve, IT band, we sit down. We walk ourselves over, hips and belly towards our ankles, just like so. All right, from there, we spin around. We just do the good old-fashioned legs out in a V, reach to the center. And then we'll walk to one side, and then we turn, and we go to the other, and back to the center. Once again, take your time with these. Feet in, pull them in snug. Reach underneath, grab your toes, elbows in tight, nose towards your toes. You want to push your knees towards the mat as well, just like so. All right. And then from there, we want to grab our knees and rock. This will help align the spine, loosens up your back, get your abs and your core working. And you want to release. Keep your elbows on your knees and continue to rock. This is really, really, really good for your back. Also for your core. Warm up exercise for you as well, getting used to some rolls. All right, so then we go down just like so. This is another great stretch right here. This is the one we kind of finish everything off with. I'm going to lay here with my feet down. My arms go out straight into a T. I turn my head one direction, and I'm going to take, which in my case is my right, and I take my knees to the opposite direction. And I lay them down there and relax. My bottom foot comes up and sets on my knee, just like so. And I relax into that. I'm not engaging anything, I'm not pushing anything, I'm just straight up relaxing here. Take a deep breath, make sure you're breathing good. You feel a really good stretch in your lower back, hips, do a little bit up in the shoulders and everything. All right, we're gonna keep our foot right where it's at on the knee. We're gonna bring that up. Go ahead and sit up, and you're gonna crunch in, pulling your knee, foot toward yourself. Just grab onto your knee and pull. The farther you can reach, the better. The deeper you can get, the better. If you're having trouble, you can just grab your thigh and hold on there. But you want to strive to get to there, increase that. That's also going to be good for your hips, which are very necessary in jiu-jitsu, your IT band, sciatica, all that good stuff, sciatic nerve. Now, we'll do one side, we got to do the other. All right, so we're going to go arms out, we'll turn our head, drop our knees here, and put our foot across, just like so, get to this side. And that's just a wonderful, wonderful stretch. All right, keep that there, bring that back up, pull that in, get snug, pull that ankle towards your face. 1, 2. All right, then to finish the whole thing off, we sit up, crisscross applesauce, just like so. From here, you want to lift your hips up to adjust your hip bones naturally. Just go to there, and then we're going to walk ourselves out as far as we can. Just that one last little final stretch. And then we stand in base, and we're up, and we just kind of loosen up a little bit more, and your body should feel really, really good at this point in time. All right, now that we're warmed up and loosened up, I'm gonna show you guys some exercises that you guys can do at home. Myself and Shane are gonna show you a couple of different things you can do. You can do this without a partner, and it's great exercises. It'll help your jiu-jitsu game, and it's also gonna help keep you in shape for when the mats open back up and we're ready to get back up in here on fire.
Okay, here's an exercise that I do all the time. It's really helped me with my game. It's called a hip bump. It's for armbar setups, and you can also transfer into triangle setups as well. So I'll run you through how we do this one. So we go, we start here. You can start however you want. Sometimes it helps you to use your arms to get up, but I like to just hold my gi. Or if you're going for an arm bar, you're gonna be pulling on the arm. So you want to start here, you jump up, and you want to push here. And the object is when you get here, you want to make sure you come down and out. Because if you just go up and out, you're not using your bite on your shoulders for the arm bar. So if you're getting an arm bar, your bite on your shoulders is that maneuver. So you want to go up and down, out, up and down. And this one will get you to setups. If you're getting stacked, you can attack arm bar. There's all kinds of different variants. I also really like this one. This one helped my triangle game tremendously. Is when you come up, you attack the triangle, and you do each side. I mean, this one, you can do this one all day long. It helps your abs. It's helping your form with the triangle. I mean, you could do these literally all day long.
One of the essential moves that you'll use in jiu-jitsu and you'll find yourself using from day one to the end of the time is your full-on bridges, your bridge and rolls, all right? We start out doing these in here, elbows in tight, and you're gonna start out with just getting the hips up and reaching across. You're gonna drive your nose towards the floor, push with both feet, keeping that up the full time. Both sides. Just like that. All right, then for the full bridge, you're gonna reach up, you're gonna come over and tuck your knees. Hips never hit, just like so, all right? Come back through, up, and over, knees never hit. Always land a good, solid, strong base right there. Get your body used to hitting that base and staying strong in the base. Next up are some good sit-outs. Sit-outs is something that you can use as well all the time, all right? Good way to get started on them. Hands and knees, good strong base right here. Kind of feel your base, make sure your balance is good. I'm gonna come up, I kick through, and I'm gonna go side to side, just like that. Notice, only my hands and feet are touching, just like that. That's gonna get you ready for your full sit-outs. Sliding through, just like that. Slide through, just like that. Great exercises you can do at home.
Yeah, here's one off the hip bump. Kind of just another variation that's really helped me. When you do the hip bump and you get to your side, and just keep your, my knees are off the ground. When you do it, you know, and it's easy to take the back from there. So it's just a good one to hip bump and then get to your side. Hip bump, get to your side. Hip bump, get to your side.
All right, next up, we've got some back rolls and forward rolls. These are great for your flexibility and your mobility on the mat. Keep your back lined up as well. Really good for you. It's gonna make you feel really good. All right, we're gonna start out setting in seiza, feet together and knees wide. I'm gonna shoot one arm through my legs. I'm gonna roll off my right shoulder and my left hip. Just like so, gently and easily. All right, and then I'm gonna go back on the exact same side. I'm gonna roll off my shoulder, not straight back. Just like so, and get that momentum. Then I do the same thing on the other side, just like that. And then I roll back, and forward, and back, and forward, and back. Great for flexibility, mobility, all that good stuff, and lots of other abilities.